this video I want to talk about something that I call a self with healthy boundaries. In social interaction, people will influence each other. One way or another, when two people are getting together, they are going to influence each other. It's also true that in all social interaction, one person tends to influence the other more than that other person, and the person that is most influential is usually the most dominant person. Because of these facts, I started really to ask myself, like, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with the fact that people are going to influence me, and with the fact that I'm going to influence them whenever I'm going to be in social interaction with anyone? Because some influences may be good, some influences may be bad, some influences from me on other people may be good and others may be bad. In order to be able to deal with any of this, I think it's important to have a healthy boundary. And what is a healthy boundary? Well, it's basically being able to look out, like, what kind of influence is coming your way, looking at it, and at that point being able to say, oh yes, I want that as an influence on me. Or you can say, no thank you, don't want any of that, thanks, and just move on. And being able to basically put your boundary down and say, no, I don't want that. And also being able to say, yes, I do want that, and opening up your boundary. As a child, there really is no boundary. The boundary is really the boundary of a child is really the responsibility of a parent. And if a parent sees that someone is having a negative influence on their child, it's the job of the parents to come in between and say no. Because that child really doesn't have a strong boundary yet to be able to say, oh no, I don't want that. And this is also usually how emotional abuse tends to happen, because a child doesn't have any boundary of himself yet, and what happens is then other people can come along and they can really just put their own stress and their emotional garbage, and they can transfer it onto this child, because this child has no way of defending itself. And that can be really inviting for someone who doesn't know how to deal with his own emotions to just take out his own negativity onto another person, because for the moment being that person can rid himself of those negative emotions. It's like coming home and kicking the dog. Like, the dog can't do shit because it's just a dog, he has to listen to you. So if you're angry and you get home, oh, if I just kick the dog, then I just got rid of my my anger there. And that pretty much brings me to the other part of the equation, because what a lot of times happens is when I get abused, when someone kicks me, I'm the dog, and someone is angry around me, he's stronger, I don't have a personal boundary, and he just kicks me around, then I get angry. And what do? Well, of course I go find someone else who is lower in social status than me, and I can just kick them around. Then I get rid of all those negative emotions, and at the end of the day, the lowest in the social rung, they get kicked around the most. And yeah, this is basically how a lot of people deal with their social interaction and with their negative emotions. And I think both these things are important. It's equally important to be able to develop a strong boundary, so you can say no when someone comes to you with their emotional bullshit, or to really watch your own tendency to express and take out your anger on someone who is in a socially lower position than you, and also get rid of that. So, hey, oh wait a minute, I created this anger or stress in my life, and it's my stress, and I'm not going to take it out on other people, because I want to be able to manage my own stress, so I no longer create too much of it and I don't have to take it out on someone else. Furthermore, this doesn't just have to refer to emotions. It can also be about belief systems, or just ideas about life. For example, a lot of people have confidence issues, like, am I going to be able to achieve my goals? Basically, just having the belief to achieve and perform in life. And in some instances, people like to tell each other, oh no, you won't be able to do that. and that's also a way to really put someone else down and have him or her lose faith in his own ability to be able to achieve their goals. And this can also come from other people towards you, and them saying to you like, oh, you won't be able to do that. And simply you can just view that in the same way, like, oh, they're just sharing an idea or a perspective with me, and if they're you can look at it, and if you don't want it, just say no, don't listen to that. And by developing these types of boundaries, it becomes real easy. Just look out to how other people are trying to influence you, and if you like it, you say, oh yeah, sure. And if you don't like it, you can just no thanks, and that's fine. That's the end of it. Also, I like to emphasize that this isn't about building a real tough wall around yourself, so you can protect yourself from other people. It really isn't that much about that. It's more really a transparent thing that you can open easily whenever someone wants to socially interact with each other, because I think most social interaction is positive and enjoyable, and at that time you don't want a thick wall inhibiting between you and that other person. There's an old saying that says the wall that keeps out pain also keeps out love, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want this thick wall around you. You want to have a flexible boundary that can open if things are positive and people are sharing a good vibe. But as soon as they start to impose their bullshit on you and try to take out their own negativity and anger and frustration on you, then you can just easily like shut down, like no way. Go vent, go kick your dog or something, but don't come and kick me with your bullshit, because I don't want that. And if you're going to try to influence me in that way, then sorry, then I'm not gonna accept that. And that goes for yourself as well. I remember Owen Cook once saying something like, I expect first-class behavior from other people, but that also goes for me. And basically what that means is, whenever I see in myself the tendency to take out my own negativity, my own anger and stress and frustration that I've built up because I'm basically overstressed my system by the way I live my life, and I want to take that out on another person. When I see that urge arise, then I can watch that and say, hey, no. First class behavior goes for me as well, and I'm not gonna take out my anger or my negative emotions on this other person, because I don't want to hurt them and give them my emotional bullshit, because I wouldn't want that from them. I wouldn't want to get such a treatment from them, so I'm also not gonna give them such a treatment. And what this helps me to do is to keep these negative emotions and stress and anger and frustration inside of myself, so I can learn from it, because this negative emotionality and anger and stress probably has something to do with the way I've conducted my life. Maybe I've been working too hard, maybe I've been setting unrealistic expectations, or whatever that is creating this negativity inside of me. And if I were to express that and take it out on another person, then I wouldn't have the opportunity to learn from where that initially came from, and then eliminate the source of that. So basically the core message of this video is, stop taking bullshit from other people and stop bullshitting other people.